I'm so excited about our meeting tonight. I think it's going to be really good. I have some really cool info to share. Some of it you guys already know about. Some of it might be a little new. For some of you, this will be your first November in Mary Kay. So we get to chat Pink Friday and kind of what that means. And the cool thing is in Mary Kay, nobody chooses for you what you do or don't want to do. So you have a lot of control over what you offer your customers. So I'm just going to give you some ideas and then kind of lead you to a source where you can go pick your own ideas too, because what might resonate with me, what might resonate with you, may be totally different. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Here's Amanda. I'm so excited. Hello, friend. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pray and then we'll get to it. Dear Lord, thank you so much for letting us have this opportunity to get together tonight. I pray that you'd help us to have just a great meeting, that we'd be encouraged, inspired, that those that watch the recording later would get excellent ideas, and just we would run our businesses so well this holiday season. I pray that you'd help us to be brave and bold and, fearless as we pursue what you've called us to. In your name I pray, amen. Well, as you may have noticed, my mom is not on tonight, and there is a reason for that. She's not sick, so that's great. She will be on Glam Group, so you'll all see her soon. But they are launching a building program at her school. They've way outgrown the buildings they have, so they're in the middle of some hard and heavy preparation meetings. And there's just a couple that, as the administrator, they're just not optional for her to go to. And the time difference is so weird. It's a 3:15 meeting there, which is like so much earlier. But here that's 5:15, so it just ran into when our Monday Night Live is. So she may be able to hop on. They really weren't sure how long the meeting would go, but that's where she is. So she hasn't bailed. She just had an unavoidable meeting like you do sometimes. But if y'all think of it, just pray for them and their building project. It's a big undertaking, but it's going to be such a blessing to their school. And the other thing I should have prayed for at the beginning, if you guys can help me remember at the end when I close, Nancy's mom is starting to do a little bit better. I emphasize a little, but she did get to come home from the hospital today. So that's the first time pretty much since chemo started that she was able to come home from the hospital. So if y'all could just pray that her body will respond better to the second round. I believe the second round is on November 9th, so about 8 days, and she's just not ready to go back because it was so hard on her body after this last time. So just pray for her, not just physically, but also just for her spirit. She's tired. She's tired of feeling just terrible from this. And it's a lot for Nancy as well, of course, is trying to, take care of her really well and not really being able to do anything to really kind of make a change has been just a lot. So just be praying for them. And I know we lift each other up. If you think of it, text Nancy, Vox her, and just tell her that you're thinking of her, praying for her. I know that always means a lot when we're going through things. So that would be just fantastic. Okay, so let's move forward. I'm so excited about November. So I'm just curious on here. I think I know the answer, but how many of you have done like November and Mary Kay before? This will be like maybe be your second. Okay, I know. Yep, Mindy. I know Amanda. I think that might be it on this call. So I'm really excited because, Black Friday, how many of you kind of noticed in the past couple of years, Black Friday has kind of changed a little bit. Like it's not necessarily just Black Friday where things happen. I think that is amazing because it makes it a lot easier for us to have flexibility on when we do something with our business. Because how many of you are going to have family come to your house for Thanksgiving this year? Anybody having that happen, traveling to you? Are any of you going to travel to somebody else's home for Thanksgiving or be with anybody? Okay, so a lot of people are just staying home then. Everybody's like, no, you're not even doing Thanksgiving this year. Okay, well, traditionally, a lot of us, okay, camping with friends for Evelyn. My family's coming here. We're going to do Thanksgiving and do all of it. So Megan, trying to travel home. Yes, trying to get in that time with family. So usually Thanksgiving's kind of busy. So my first couple years in Mary Kay, it was like you had to run your Pink Friday sale the day after Thanksgiving. But now you don't really have to do it then. And that's great because I don't want to be worried about running a sale when my family's visiting. Like that's not the priority I have. So what I did last year, and it worked beautifully, I did all my Pink Friday sales the week before Thanksgiving. It was kind of great because it wasn't running into all my prep time for the actual Thanksgiving festivities. I wasn't missing out on like that quality time with my family, but I was still getting like that Pink Friday sale and getting good sales with my customers. So, let's kind of chat about Pink Friday sales. Mindy, did you run a Pink Friday sale last year at all? It's okay if you didn't. I don't actually know that I've really pursued one every year. So okay.
I think I did a pink weekend.
Pink weekend. Okay. Do you remember at all what you did for your pink weekend? I'm just curious if we did similar or totally different.
Now, Whitney, should have asked me to look this up earlier.
My brain, like,
I
what did
I
I do last
probably
year?
just took like a few of like maybe the satin hands and the lips and maybe the mint bliss and stuff and really emphasize those for
Mhm.
your mothers, grandmothers,
Smart.
aunts, whoever, and that type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. And did you do like a little bit of a discount on them? Is that like how you did your sale? Do you
Um,
remember?
I don't know that I did a discount because I wrapped them up and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah.
And that's the thing with Pink Friday. It's your choice. You guys get to kind of pick how you do it. So what I have done in the past, let me share what I've done in the past because it's worked for me, and then share what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to do it differently this year because I'm just thinking through my customers, and you will find that the longer you're in Mary Kay, the customers that you really have stay with you. They may be different than the customers you started with. So the cool thing is you kind of get to grow and evolve with what works for your business. But the first time you do it, it's the first time you do it. So you can't know until you've tried something. So what I did last year, and it worked pretty well for me, was I offered different discounts based on the time of day that they ordered. So that's what kind of worked well for me. It gave them an urgency to order earlier in the day. So how I worked it is on my Mary Kay personal website. If you have it set that all orders have to be approved before they're charged, so you've turned off guest checkout and you've turned off auto ship, then you have control. You see every order before it's filled for your customer. You can change the total. So that's what I did. I had my customers submit their orders on my website, and then I would go in and manually add the discount. So what I did, I might have the time off just a little bit, but I think it was from about 8 a.m. to 10, anywhere prior, like midnight to 10 a.m., anywhere in there. I think they got a 40% discount, which is pretty steep. I might have had it cut off at 8 a.m. I made it pretty early because I didn't want to give that to everyone, but I did still make a 10% profit. So that's really good if you have some like bulk buyers. And then if it was, I think 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., I did 30% off. 10 to 12 was 20% off. And then I think I did the rest of the day was 10% off. So I didn't have like just a 2 hour window. So I've done that before. The beautiful thing about that is that you get most of your sales early in the day. So you're not like scrambling at night and having to work late into the night. Pretty much people are done buying by around noon. So that has worked really well for me. The drawback to that is fairly obvious. You're losing a big chunk of your profit doing that. It's great because you're moving product. So if you have like a big production goal, it's really good to help you move product off your shelf or like just get more production in if you're working towards staying active or towards your 600 or anything like that. So it's not a bad thing. But I also almost never discount my products like that because otherwise it's not special and nobody has a reason to kind of pursue that. And if we discount our products all the time, it makes them seem less valuable. Like if you compare the prices of our products to Sephora and Ulta and other places that are like these really big makeup stores, our prices are incredible. So we do not need to discount our products all the time. So that's why I kind of try to save my discounts for special times like this. And a lot of times, if you see me run a discount on my page, it's really like $2 or $3 off. It is not a significant discount. I might do like a bundle. That is more often what I do when I run a discount personally, like throughout the year. So like maybe lip gloss and mascara would normally cost 32. I'll sell it for 30. Like that is a tiny discount, but it sounds good. And so you don't have to feel like you need to discount a ton to move product. So that's one idea for your Pink Friday or Pink Weekend or whenever you want to do it. I plan to run mine the weekend before Thanksgiving again because I really liked that because it kept me free to focus on the holiday when the holiday started. I'm also kind of considering if I want to just kind of take every order that I'm getting in November up until Thanksgiving and just apply my Pink Weekend discount to it. Because I don't want everybody to just be waiting to order all month until they hit my Pink Weekend because that's going to like overwhelm me. So if they're going to wait anyway and they're going to take advantage of that discount anyway, I don't see a reason on my end to like hold them back from that. So I hope that makes sense. So the beautiful thing is you get to choose what you want to do with your discount. What I think I'm going to offer this year is like if you spend $40, then you get $10 free. If you spend $80, $20 free. So they can add product like that. I think that's going to be easier for me to manage and also encourage higher sales, because if you're $10, if you've ordered about $70 worth, oh, if I add one more thing for $10 to my cart, then I get another $10 free. I think that encourages the sales and will be easier on my end to keep up with like those discounts. So that is what I plan to offer this year. Where you can find, I'd encourage everybody to write this down if you don't already know about it. But if you go to Nancy, D as in dog, Beckwith.com, that is a website. That is our Senior Director Nancy's website. The password for that website is the word believers, all lowercase, BELIEVERS. And then if you go to the resources tab, there are Pink Friday like suggestions and ideas. So I've only given you like 2, and you may have listened to both those and gone, I do want to do something, but those aren't it. That's okay. There's a ton more ideas and resources there. So I would definitely encourage you to hop on there. If you're still not seeing things you love, let me know. And I will like see if I can get you some more resources that would help you. In Touch also has some really good things for this. So here's the biggest thing. It's not necessarily what exact sale you're doing. It's how you're telling your customers about it. So I am curious, what is your favorite way? Like you can put it in the chat or you can unmute. It doesn't matter to me. If you have like somewhere you order from where you're excited about their Friday sale, their Black Friday sale, how do you like for them to communicate that to you? Do you prefer email, text? Like, do you have a preferred way that you receive that kind of information if you're wanting one? Okay, Megan says text. She likes that. Let's see. I think I prefer text as well. For whatever reason, emails, I forget about them. Okay, you feel text as well. Mindy, is that okay? Jana, are you saying you prefer text for reminders? Amanda says she likes text. Okay. Okay. So I would say, yeah, Evelyn, not really thought about it. That's okay. So here's what I try to do. I try to do all of it because I don't know which one resonates most with my customers. So I send them an email and a text. And what I did last year, and this really helped, was I said, hey, if you would like an additional 10% off, I think I must not have done a 40% off. I think I must have started with 30% off last year so I could afford this. But if you'd like an additional 10% off, send me a picture of the alarm you set on your phone for the time you're going to order. That way I was helping them remember to order from me. And it helped me. And if I didn't have an order from them at the time they set, I wrote all of their names and the times down. I'd text her and be like, hey, I have a reminder that you're planning to order. Don't miss out on your discount. So that's a really good way to help yourself and help themselves remember that. Also, anybody that tells me they're interested in my sale, I write down their name so that I don't forget to remind them, because in all of your customers, not everybody's going to be worried about your sale, and that's okay. You're really not doing this sale for everybody. You're doing it for the ones who want it. So what I usually do is as soon as I can, I just send out and say, hey, I am planning to do a pink weekend, or however you want to call it. Usually we use the word pink just because, Mary Kay, but however you want to call it, a pink weekend sale, a pink Friday, whatever it is, I would recommend texting or emailing all of your customers saying, if you'd like the details, please text me back a heart. That's really easy for them to do. Text me back a heart and I'll make sure you're on my list for a reminder. What I love about that is, you're focused in on the people who want to know about it, and the people that don't, that's okay. They may not need to order this month, or they may not be worried about a sale. So they don't necessarily need all of your time and energy. You want to focus your time and energy on the ones that want this. So that will help you and help you not be like exhausted trying to chase down everybody. Like, did you see about this? Did you see about this? Blast out an invitation. It can be really generic. You'll get back hearts from, it really depends. Some years I've gotten a ton back. Some years I haven't gotten a ton of response. That's okay. I'm not always that upset if I don't get a huge response to my sale, because it's cutting into my profit anyway. So I'm like, you know what? If y'all aren't worried about getting it on sale, I'm okay with that. We'll just sell it to you anytime. Hey, Nadine, I'm glad you got to hop on. So those are just some ways to kind of layer it with your customers and remind them that you do have a Pink Friday sale coming up. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I did last year. I happen to know, I don't know about the Hope Unit, but Fearless Unit, I haven't seen a lot of weekly accomplishment sheets in a while. Those will help you at your tax season. Hope Unit, I don't know. So y'all are off the hook. I have no idea if you guys have been doing those. But your weekly accomplishment sheet is a really easy way for you to write down how much you sold versus how much you discounted. So you don't have to like keep track of that in your brain or anywhere else. So literally, as I would make the sale, I would have my weekly accomplishment sheet open to that, and I'd put in their name, the sale, like how much I sold, the discount and everything. So I just had it tracked right away, and I didn't have to do it a second time. So that might be a help to you guys, because at tax season, you're going to want to know like how much you sold versus how much you spent, that kind of thing. It's a really easy way to keep track of it. But I would encourage you guys to do that. It saved me a ton of time last year because I wasn't like writing it all out twice. So yeah, that's like Pink Friday. So let me know if you need more specific ideas. I definitely recommend checking out Nancy's website. And don't be worried about making it this over the top thing. If it's complicated, it's too much. So do something really simple. It's easy for you to keep up with. If it's easier for you to say, if every $40 you get a gift with purchase, that's fine. And it can be like a sanitizer or an eyeshadow or something. Whatever is going to work for you, do that for your Pink Friday sale. I would encourage you to do something. It does not need to be significant. It does not need to be huge, but most like businesses do that. So your customers will not be like, what are you talking about? It can actually bring you in some good business. But that was one thing I wanted to share with you guys about. And then just making sure you're communicating well with your customers that it's coming up. If I get one reminder about something 3 weeks out, I'm not going to remember when we're there. So asking your customers to let you know if they want that reminder, and then writing down a reminder for yourself to remind them. Have you ever had somebody where you're like, oh yeah, let me know if you want me to follow up, and then you didn't follow up? Yeah, me, me for sure. So give yourself a reminder to remind them. I have a calendar, so I like write it on there on the day that I need to remind them, just for a fail safe. And if I don't, I mean, that calendar is my brain. So if it's not on there, it's not going to happen. So whatever you need to do on your end to remind them about that. So that was like one of the biggest things I wanted to cover tonight, because I know a lot of you just haven't had the chance to do a Pink Friday or be in Mary Kay in November before. So that was a big one for me. The next thing I wanted to cover is, how many of you guys have seen about the new Mary Kay app, like for your phones? Have you guys seen that on In Touch and everything? A little bit? Okay, I've seen some about it. So crazy story, I'm actually not able to download it. You have to have an iPhone 12 or later, apparently, to be able to get it. And my phone is not that new. So based on your model, you guys might have it. But if you're wanting to download it, one thing that I saw that a lot of people were having trouble with, you have to type in the word app at the end. So it's the Mary Kay app. You can't just type in Mary Kay. But if you're wanting that, the beauty of it is your customers can order straight from your website through that app. So it can really be a help to your customers. I haven't promoted it a ton to mine simply because I haven't been able to really see it. So I've been nervous because I can't like problem solve for them if they have questions. But if your phone is a little bit newer, I would encourage you to download the app yourself. Find out if you like how it's working. If you don't like it, you don't have to promote it, you guys. Okay. So like, this is to me very optional, because we all know how to sell without that app, but it can be a help if somebody is looking for like an easier way to order. So that's the Mary Kay app. Want to make sure you all knew about that. And then the new products for the winter launch. Have you guys like seen some of the new products at all on Mary Kay in Touch? Because if you haven't, they're all advertised on there. They're really neat. If you registered your customers for preferred customer, Megan says yes. Evelyn, okay, yeah, Evelyn, if you want to like give us some feedback when you've gotten a chance to use it, and let us know how it works for you, that'd be great. And Janet says, a customer just called. That's fine, Janet. Yes, customers are a priority over the meeting. The meeting is about how to help customers better. So definitely take care of that. I love it. But the new products are really great. If you registered any customers for the preferred customer program, or if you were a star consultant last quarter, you can start ordering the new winter products on the 10th. If neither of those things are true, then you can start ordering on the 15th. Mindy, did you have a question? Yeah, go ahead.
Is that the preferred customer for the Christmas catalog or the winter catalog?
That was for, great question. That would be for the, what was our most recent one? I think it was the winter one, wasn't it?
I don't know how I missed the Christmas one.
Got it.
I absolutely missed that, but I did get the winter.
Okay. So if you did do the most recent one, I think the most recent one was winter, then you would be able to order on the 10th. I'm sorry about that with the holiday one. It kind of slips in because it's just like in the middle of the two. It's kind of quick. So if you registered your customers for the winter, that's a great question. I don't know why I didn't know the answer right away though. 99% sure it's the winter one. But the products are, we have, let me see if I can do this off the top of my head. We have a rose quartz roller that is a gift with purchase when they purchase any of our serums. I really like it. I don't know if it's the material that it's made out of or if my bathroom's a little cold, but every time I use it, it's really like cooling and refreshing, and it feels really good on my skin. So I'm a big fan. There's also new setting powders that are, instead of the translucent powder, they're like in skin tones. I really like it because I have a lot of customers. It's almost to me like the CC cream of powder. It's that lightweight feel, but in a powder. And I have a lot of customers that kind of like a powder, but also like the lightness of a CC cream. And the powder is great if your skin tends to be a little more oily. So I think it's a really good kind of mixing of the two. I'm wearing it today. I have my CC cream on, and then I did the very light setting powder on top. So I'm really a fan. I've never liked powders before. I hate to say this. Don't turn me into Mary Kay. I don't like the translucent powder very much. This has never been my thing, and I know people love it. I like these new ones though. So that's just my hot take on that. So y'all can do what you want with that. We also have the pink and berry lip balms. How many of you remember that from last time they had them out? They're some, I had people, okay, you remember the Manny D. They're great. I like them because they're different colors on everybody. My customers were big fans because it's just a lip balm, but then it gives you little colors. So it's like 2 for 1. So those are back. They're really popular with my customers. A great way to just like talk about them is do a before and after wearing it. So before, put your color on and take a picture afterwards so they can see the difference. That's really fun. And a contest that I thought of that would be really fun to run for your customers is everybody who orders them, have them do their own before and after picture with it. And then somebody gets a free something from you, but that's a great way to kind of promote your product without asking a lot of them. But I think that would be fun. And then let me see. The perfumes, that's the other thing. Now I know perfumes are hard to know from description. I personally love them, but I also know that what I love and what you love might be different. So what I'd recommend, what I've almost always done is I get one full size of each, and then I'll spray them on cotton pads or cotton balls for people so that they can sample them if I need to mail it, or I'll use the full size for demo. So I usually get one of each and then use that for all of my demos. And then I order for my customers as a customer falls in love with it, rather than having like 6 on my shelf. I found that that works best for me for fragrances because most people can't buy a fragrance without ever, like, description is usually not enough. But this week in the Glam Group, we're going to talk about the new products all week. So we'll make sure your customers are introduced to them. And then next week when we go live, we'll actually be like doing QVC style, showing all the new winter products. So that's a great way to kind of introduce your customers to them. And also you'll learn a lot more about them throughout the week. But we're really excited about them. I love them. Let me see. Next on here. Oh, there's double credit for our STAR program right now. I have never seen them do this before. I don't know if they've done this before. I've only been in for 3.5 years, but this is my first time seeing it. So what the company is doing is, for the STAR program, to become a STAR consultant in Mary Kay, that means you've ordered 1,800 wholesale in a quarter. So the quarters go from the 15th of a month and then 3 months later to the 15th. So our next STAR quarter ends December 15th. It started September 16th, I believe. September, yes. Okay, September 16th to December 15th. So if you personally order 1,800 wholesale in that time, you are a STAR consultant. But every time you recruit somebody in Mary Kay and they start with at least a $600 order, that bumps you up a level on the STAR career path, and nope, not career path, on the STAR consultant path. And you get prizes for being a STAR consultant. And this month, what they're doing is every personal recruit that you have that does a 600 is going to count for 1,200 more points instead of only 600, which is really cool. And I don't know if you guys have checked out the STAR prizes, but there's really nice stuff on there. There's like TVs and trips, like nice trips, and really, really cool stuff. I can't think of anything that's not on there. There's everything from clothing to vacuums to cooking wear to, like, I mean, you name it, there's a category for it. It's really, really cool. And it's stuff that you probably may not go out of your way to just buy. But if it's like, well, I'm going to get it for a prize anyway, it's really neat. So I'd encourage you to hop on Mary Kay in Touch and just look at the STAR rewards, because you might see something on there where you're like, oh, That is worth working for. Now, the really cool thing is they're going to start letting star credits roll over quarter to quarter, which was never true before. It used to be if you had a little bit left over, too bad. Once the new quarter started, that was dead to you. Now you can build up your star points all year long, which is great because you can build up to a bigger prize. If you're like, hey, I'm willing to wait a whole year to earn this, that's absolutely fine. So I think that's a really great way to kind of help yourself. Obviously, you're helping other people start a business, but you're also going to help yourself be able to earn really cool prizes and rewards. So I think that's neat. And I've never seen the company do that before. The last thing I wanted to share, I know this has been like just a lot of information, but when the first Zoom meeting falls on the first of the month, there's a lot to say. So the last thing I wanted to share is that we are doing a Thursday Zoom chat, a sharing opportunity where we'll have 4 people will be entered to win a $25 Mary Kay gift card. This past week, we only had 2 guests, so they both won. Kind of worked out great for them. But we're going to try to do that every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central for the foreseeable future. So you have somewhere to plug people in if they're interested in the opportunity. And I would encourage you, if you really want to have somebody on there, I've learned to work in the power of 3. You want to have 3 people who are planning to get on to get one on because stuff happens. They're not blowing you off. They're not upset with you. Just real life things happen. Their car breaks down or their child gets sick or their internet's not working, because nowadays that's like a real thing that happens and does keep people from meetings. So I would encourage you, if you're really wanting to build your team and you're wanting to have people on there, try to invite at least 3 people every week. That was something that was really important to me. Sometimes I'd have people, sometimes I wouldn't, but I tried to be consistent with inviting because I knew if I could do that, then the results would come. But we are planning to do that this Thursday, and that is everything I have on my list. That was like a lot to get through. That was kind of like training / announcements, but there's a lot going on in November. I'm really excited. My mom and dad and my sister Lindsay, they all live in Arizona. They get to come here for Thanksgiving this year. So I am really working hard in my business to have myself set up really well so that by the time my family gets here, I can just be zoned in with my family. So I want to encourage you. We all know what day of the month Thanksgiving is. Don't let it sneak up on you and be worrying about your business because you didn't get the things done that you wanted to before Thanksgiving. Let's plan so that we can enjoy the holiday and not have to worry about our business. You have time after, you have time before, but give yourself the holiday to have the holiday and be present with the people that you wanted to have your holiday with. I have gotten myself in binds before by not doing that, like doing my Pink Friday sale the day after Thanksgiving. I didn't want to do it, but I already committed myself. So I was in Tennessee at my husband's family's house trying to run a sale and be with family. It was a mess. So don't do that. Learn from my mistakes and let's have a great November. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. Mindy graciously agreed to do some career path recognition for us tonight. So I'm going to mute and let her take over.
But you may have to help me, Whitney, because I'm on my phone. Okay, guys. Hey, I'm glad it's Monday. At least it's almost over really for me. I'm in Pennsylvania. And yeah, you're catching me at the end of my day. So do we have any beauty consultants on this evening? Wave at me. Just Janet, Nadine. Anyone else? There's Evelyn. Did I get them all, Whitney? Yes. Okay, girls, keep up your good work. You'll get there. You will. Do we have any first-time beauty consultants on tonight? I don't think I saw any. Did you? Okay. Senior consultants, that's 1 or 2 active team members. That'd be me. Anyone else? There's Amanda and Megan. Good job. Okay. Is that it? All right. Do we have any star recruiters? That's 3 or 4 active members. Anyone on here? 3 to 4 active members.
Not tonight, but there's several of you real close.
Close.
So I think that story's changing by the end of the month.
So position open, and yes, we're going to work for more of those by the end of the month. Okay. Do we have any team leaders? That's 5 to 7 active team members. None of those on here tonight. Open position. Okay, guys, we got our work cut out for us. How about elite team leaders? That's 8 or more. Oh boy, guys, we have a lot of open positions. We have some work to do. Okay. You guys were working hard this past month though. I saw it. Good job.
It was a good month.
And I don't think at this point we have any DIQs.
Not right now.
Okay. We do have a director, but she had a meeting tonight, so she had to be at that meeting. We certainly understand that. But we do have our senior director here, and I think she's already introduced herself. But Whitney, what do you love about your Mary Kay business this week?
I love the flexibility of my Mary Kay business this week. It has been a crazy week at the Beam household. My husband's been sick, which is weird for him. He's usually like the healthiest person ever. So we've had just a lot of extra coming and going and weird schedules. So it's been really nice that I could work my business, but like do it in times that things were calm. So I'm really grateful for the flexibility.
Okay.
Thank you, Mindy. That was great.
Okay. Good job, girls. Keep it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Whitney, I did have another idea for the pink. It just came to my mind, and it could be maybe I should just run it by you.
No, sure.
What if we all know Christmas comes before we know it, right? It just seems like these 2 months pass by so quickly. What if we planned like this month to do like our 40% weekend this weekend, 30% weekend next weekend, and go on like that? That way they order early. You could get your 300 and maybe in your 600. I don't know. It's just a thought I'm throwing out.
You know, I really like that because it gives people a reason to order earlier in the month rather than later, and helps you also.
And we could get it. Get
and
the
you
product.
Can choose if you are or not offering one around Thanksgiving in order to give yourself that time off, and building in like people can order whenever, but you're really helping them decide. That's really smart.
It just came to me. I thought it just might be a good idea for all of us in a lot of ways.
Yeah. And if you don't know, I didn't mention this earlier, and I should have. If you didn't know this, all of your customers that are in the My Customers section of Mary Kay in Touch, you have their email address. You can send an e-card out to everybody where it's like a generic e-card where you fill in the information, and you can email all of your customers through Mary Kay in Touch. So you don't have to collect all of their emails. They're already there. It's a great time saver, and you can actually schedule the emails for the day you want it to go out. So if you wanted to write 4 emails tonight and have them scheduled for 4 different days to go out, you could do that. So that is super helpful if you're layering with them and kind of letting them know what you're planning to do. But Mindy, that really has my wheels turning. That was a great idea, because I know a lot of us have like bigger goals, but we get to be our own bosses. So we want to pick when we're doing our things. I have written down that the next thing I'm going to do is share Fearless Unit announcements. I really kind of covered most of those earlier. Hope Unit my mom and I just didn't get a chance to catch up today. She was going to send me hers. I do know that we are both working to have 5 new people in our unit. So a total of 10, 5 in the Hope Unit, 5 in the Fearless Unit this month. We came really close in the Fearless Unit in September, and that was amazing. October, we did get 1 new, and I saw Landon on here earlier, and I think he had to hop back off. But Landon was our new team member in October. Hope Unit got Ariana last month, and she actually had to leave the country right after she became a consultant, but she'll be back. So we're really excited, and we're just trying to keep our focus on like who needs this. Because I need this time tonight, because it's been Monday. It's been Monday all day long, and I'm really happy I have this at the end of my Monday. So just think about who might need this and just be brave in your sharing. I know we're both working for 5. I don't want to speak 100%, but Hope Unit, I'm fairly sure the production goal is 5,500, which was the goal last month. You guys came so close to your unit goal. But I know, especially with Mindy's strategic thinking, that can happen this month. It's just about being consistent. And then Fearless Unit, that is our goal, is 5,500 in production. We did really well last month. We hit 45. We kind of changed that goal there towards the end to be something that was going to work really well for our unit, but we're really shooting for that 55 this month, and I am so excited about it. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Amanda. She's going to do some recognition for what you guys got done last week.
Hey everyone. Okay, so if you opened your store for business this week and had any sale, large or small, can you wave at us? Yay, Whitney, Mindy. Let me scroll through. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. Okay, awesome. That's exciting.
We have Megan.
Megan? I don't know.
Yes.
I didn't see Megan. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. I see your hand now. Thank you. I'm on my phone, so I'm scrolling back and forth. You know how it is. Thank you. I don't want to miss anybody. So way to go. Any Grand Day achievers last week? Mindy, yay! Way to go. Okay, I'm gonna go back and forth, make sure I don't miss anybody. That is awesome.
My Aunt Nadine did too. She probably won't wave again, but I saw it.
Congratulations, Nadine. Yay. Okay, so for high sales for the week, well, actually, I'd love to ask, how did you do that? Sell $100 all in one day. So, Mindy, whoever you want to go first and share how you did it.
Nadine, did you want to go first?
You know what?
I didn't sell, I bought.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Working on Christmas.
Yay, smart.
Yeah. I tell you what, I go to the gym or try to get there at least once a week. And I had taken a catalog, and the lady that runs it is actually a friend of mine at the gym. And she said, I have a girl that's really interested in the catalog. So I gave it to her and I said, no worries, I'll bring you another one. So the girl that took the catalog ordered, yes, the I can't think what's it called. The older lady skincare set.
Yes, repair set. Yeah.
Or set.
The mature lady. The repair set. That's what it is, girls. It's the Mary Kay repair set. And that's a good set to sell. All of them are good. All of them are good, but I really do enjoy that one. So anyway.
That's awesome. So you had a 2 grand day.
But I am really hoping I had 4 grand days this week.
Wow.
Yay!
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
So very excited.
That is awesome. Way to go. So then unless anyone sold more than 300 from the 25th to 31st, you are our queen, Mindy. Did anyone sell more than $400? Let's see. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I know Amy's not on tonight, but I think she had some grand days this week too, but
Amy did too.
You know what? Our long-standing rule is that if you're not on the meeting, you can't be the queen.
So way to go, Mindy. You are our queen. Yay. That is really exciting. Okay. Does anyone, I want to recognize those who plan to be a pre-pink achiever, which is 300 wholesale by the 15th, ordering that. So Whitney, I see your hand. Yay. Anyone else? Okay. That's awesome. And then who shared the opportunity last week? So did anyone share the opportunity last week? Let's see here. Let me scroll through. Let's see here.
I know Nikki did. She can't be on because of a work meeting as well, but she had somebody on our Thursday Zoom. So I know Nikki shared us at least one. And I did too, but I don't know if anybody that did 3 this past week.
That's okay. We can always do it this week, So well, there we go. But congratulations, Mindy. That's super exciting. Yay. All right. And then I think closing in prayer, that's our next thing, right? Unless there's anything else you want to add in.
So. I got real distracted because I think we all saw my mom's screen test that was being wild. But welcome, Mom. We're glad you got to come.
I'm glad to be here. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's a cheapy add-on camera. So I don't know. Hey, Nadine. Hey, everybody.
This is so fun. Mom, I don't know if did you get on in time to hear who our Queen of Sales was this week?
No.
It was, I think we should let our Queen tell you. Our Queen should unmute.
it was me, Amy.
Yay!
Yeah, and I didn't get to tell you my total. I finally found it's 480. So yeah, I had 480 this week. I'm so yes.
That's
so
fabulous.
And the reason
My
you guys
little
that we're
add-on
celebrating
camera's
so much is Mindy has had just a lot of things to overcome. I know we all do, but it just felt like when it rained, it poured. And Mindy is just the biggest cheerleader I don't know if y'all noticed, but she's one of the first people, or if she's not the first, she's on there congratulating all of us and cheering all of us on. So it feels really nice to be able to cheer you on and congratulate you because you work so hard and we're just so proud.
It did feel good. It really did.
It does, doesn't it? When you're like, oh, it worked. It's so good. Mom, I know you're just now able to hop on. I did share some announcements. Did you have any announcements or anything you wanted to share?
Announcements, yes. Okay, so we are looking to, I'm sorry, I've been in 2 meetings since school was over, and we have Glam Group right after this, so woohoo. So we are looking for 5,500 production. We were so close. We were like 600 and something away on our production last month, but I am so proud of you guys. You worked so hard, and honestly, what we need are a few new people, and that will make up the gap like 100 times over, because getting your initial inventory and things like that. So that's where we need to really work on it. But I hope nobody thinks I'm at all disappointed. It was good. Everybody worked so hard, and I'm really proud of you for that. And then we're looking for 5 new. That was 10. So this is only 5 new. We had 1 last month. We have a couple more that we're talking to that are thinking about it. And then I am going to do a couple other little challenges this month, but I need to get my brain together a little quicker before I say something that's not true, because I get it wrong. So you'll look for announcements in the on our page, and I'll get it on there nice and good. Very good.
Very
This is
good.
a great group. I'm so good. I was so sad. I was like, people kept talking to me, and I was like, I really want to go to this other meeting. I didn't say it, but I was
like, I have a fun meeting.
A fun meeting. Yes.
Okay, and we are going to do Glam Group at 7:15, and that's the one with pampering packets. So whether or not your customers have them, I would encourage them to hop on, because we're still doing all of our giveaways, and we've done this exact thing without other people having pampering packets before, and it's been a lot of fun. So if you do have a customer with the pampering packet, remind them like where to go for it, because there's like a lot of groups and a lot of other things. So like tagging them when our video goes live. And just like doing that last little layer before we start. And then next week, we're going to be sharing all about those new winter products, which is going to be so fun. So just lots of cool things to look forward to. Mom, is there anything you wanted to add in general? Anything you wanted to cover?
No, my brain is like a little frazzled. So
You're like, I'm
just
here.
met with our architect and our civil design and engineer guy for our building addition, and all coming along well. So they were all very encouraged. I was like, 6 to 8 more weeks. What? But they're like, that's great. I'm like, okay, that's great.
You're like, it doesn't feel great, but if you say so.
But a lot of things are good with it. So that's just a big praise. But no, just really proud of you ladies, and I'm excited about the holidays. I have a lot of people lined up that are looking to get stuff this month for Christmas. So make hay while the sun shines, because they're going to be getting on Amazon and hitting click. So I call it Mary Kay is on. I don't even know if they know what they're talking about when I say that. I was like, I don't know if they know what I mean, but anyway, yeah. So
I feel like it's a logical conclusion. Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna actually, Mom, since you're here, would you mind closing us in prayer?
I would love to close us in prayer.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right. Dear Lord, I just thank you for this group of ladies, and for the just connection that you've given us through your son. And then, Lord, with this second level of working our Mary Kay businesses. And Lord, I just thank you for the encouraging time that it is each week, and for how hard the ladies work. And Lord, I pray that you'll bless their work, nothing comes back void, Lord. So I pray that as they work their businesses, that you'll bring them profit for their families, and just all the things that they need in their lives. Pray you would be with those that are sick, those, Lord, that are going through things. Lord, I think most on here are going through something, and they just need your help day in and day out. And as we think of each other, Lord, help us to remember to be praying for each other in each of the different areas of our lives. And Lord, we just thank you and praise you, and thank you for the good time we're about to have in Glam Group. In your name I pray. Amen.
All right. See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Such a good group tonight.